Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Call for Buhari's resignation. Nigerians are calling all over the country, home and abroad, for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, to resign now. It is no more news that in the last 24 hours, the media has been eager with the call on President Muhammadu Buhari to resign his position as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Although the campaign under the hashtag Buhari Resign was birthed by a non-Nigerian, popularly referred to as Imam of Peace, many Nigerians seem to be in support of the call for the presidential resignation. Imam of Peace have started by describing the state of insecurity in Nigeria and exemplifying by the massive killing of the Nigerian soldiers, while the president seems to be nowhere in sight and absolutely not concerned about what is going on with the Nigerian people he said he saw to protect and to provide for as the president of the country. Every day we hear of the Nigerian soldiers being killed rapidly and massively in the hands of Boko Haram. Yet the government of Nigeria seemed not to pay attention or say anything. When the Imam of Peace spoke about it and described to the Nigerian government that what they are doing is insane, killing Christian communities, he was adequately attacked by the presidency and said he will be harassed whenever he steps his foot into Nigeria. Is that the way a government should react or say to someone who is concerned, not even in Nigeria, Nigerian? Can they say he has been bribed? Similarly, he raised eyebrow on the silence on the Nigerian president in addressing Nigerians on the state of the things over the present coronavirus pandemic ravaging the world, with Nigeria included. Imam of Peace, in a series of tweets, believes Nigerians who voted in support of President Muhammadu Buhari and the All Progressive Congress for a second term in office are not indebted and indeed looked after as Buhari has promised. They are patriotic Nigerians, and Nigeria is one of the great countries in West Africa, yet its government makes it look like it's in shambles, with not paying attention to the population or to her citizens. Nigeria, in various reactions, wishes President Muhammadu Buhari resigns his position now, describing the nation as a failed state. There have been a series of tweets coming out all about describing what is going on exactly now in Nigeria. Other governments of other nations are not really paying attention to Nigeria now because every man for his own, as we can see, the pandemic is everywhere. The United States is focusing on her people, the United Kingdom and other great nations of the world. Hence, Buhari has the opportunity to carry on business as usual, as though nothing is happening. Twitter users simply identify as Ola David, however, express that what is happening in Nigeria is not as a result of Nigerian people voting for President Muhammadu Buhari's re-election, but that he re-elected himself. Meanwhile, it is no record that in May 2013, President Muhammadu Buhari, who was at the time the national leader of the Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, asked the then Goodluck Jonathan to resign over the increased rate of insecurity in the country, as kidnapping, cultism, bombing, and other things continue to increase, and the rate of genocide was on the increase. Buhari then asked President Goodluck Jonathan to give way for a more competent hand to govern the nation of Nigeria. However, the same person who called for a no distance time 2015 became the president of Nigeria and has been worse off than Goodluck Jonathan. Nigerians can say indeed that this is the worst government they've ever had since the beginning of Nigeria as a country, dated from 1960. It's an unheard of the history of Nigeria that any sitting president willingly resigned from office Only time will tell if this bombshell under Buhari will eventually give way and he will willingly resign from office, as Nigerians all over the country and home and abroad are calling for his resignation due to his humanity to the fellow people who elected him as president. Well, point of correction. I don't think it was an anonymous vote for Buhari to be elected as the president of Nigeria, and not all Nigerians elected him in. He got in however way Nigerian politics is, and he became the president for a second tenure. After his first tenure, we saw the signs as Nigerians that this was a failed state and it was going nowhere. And in fact, Goodluck Jonathan was in fact an angel, and people began to say we had made a mistake. So the signs were clear and the writings were on the wall, with all Nigerians saying indeed and crying out to say this president is not the president that they voted in for starting from 2015. The re-election came into place when 2019 he was re-elected in, as Nigerian democracy is every 4 years. It was a time of really political battle where he feels he has to regain his seat. And guess what? At that time, to tell you that this government of Nigeria has a hand in what is going on, I stand to be corrected. You will see that Boko Haram activity seriously reduced. We've heard of rumors and rumors again. Remember, please, where there is smoke, there is no smoke without fire burning somewhere. Where there is any evidence of smoke emanating from somewhere is because there are elements of truth. As I speak to tell you right now, during presidential campaigns for second tenure, the whole ravaging of a Boko Haram activity, I'm telling you, I stand to be corrected. If you can remember precisely, it kind of dialed down. We could hardly hear of the activities in the country, not knowing it was a tactics or whoever is in charge or those sponsoring her activities, Boko Haram activities, wanted to make the Nigerian population feel that Buhari was doing something to secure the Nigerian population. To secure her population, it shows that there is more to it than beneath the eyes. That actually people were doing more than, or they were pretending, or there was a pretense going on, or the cabal, or people that feel that Buhari needs to be re-elected for their own purpose and gains, we are there to make sure that they see to it that he was re-elected. However, we heard, according to INEC, that he was re-elected in as the president of the country. Being elected in again as the president of the country did not mean that Nigeria has experienced a change or enjoyed the dividends of democracy. Nigeria all over the nation are crying and clamoring now for him to resign from office. But is he really going to resign? Have we ever had a Nigerian president who resigned from office? Will Buhari be the first one? These are some of the questions in the lips of every fellow Nigerian. And guess what? The call for his resignation from office did not start by even the Nigerian population, as permit me to say that Nigerians have kind of like gotten used to, this government and the activities, and are even tired of crying out. It was called out by an imam. An imam, not a Nigerian, saying, you know what, I think it's hard time that this your president, Muhammadu Buhari, leaves office. This man is not doing very well by the people and is not making the Nigerian population and our people to enjoy the dividends of democracy. Where are you to even stand and to, encourage your people in a time like this? Where are you? Where are you in the scheme of things? What are you saying? What are you doing? Are you making sure that your country is well looked after, or you are there doing your own thing, hiding yourself inside and pretending like all is going well? Man, this is bad. Because you know what the whole world is saying? Nobody might say anything for now, but the whole world is watching you. And at the end of the day, you will give account of everything you are doing now. You said the people voted you in. Why not stand by the people? Why not be a man for them at this time when they need you most? Why not be a man for them at this time when they need you most? The call for Buhari's resignation was not even called by Nigeria. Like I said, it started from international community, seeing his failed presidency and the failed administration. And guess what? Permit me to use religious aspect. He's a Muslim, is an imam, is a religious clergy, not a Christian, calling for him to resign. So my people, now the matter be this. So not be Nigerians even start to the call, but now, go on Twitter, everybody is crying and clamoring for President Muhammadu Buhari to resign from office, as they have seen that he has made Nigeria a failed state, and he's not competent. Activities again and again and again has proven time without number that this man is not called out to be a president of Nigeria, or cannot rule the Nigerian population, and cannot effectively be a president in the 21st century. Maybe he got away with it in the 80s, but this is 2000, this is 2020, and times have changed. Maybe we need a fresh eye. What are your thoughts? Please don't forget, thumbs up for your girl, like and share. Don't forget to subscribe if you never subscribe, because I appreciate you. Thanks very much. God bless. Bye.